Well, let's kick this off with a bit of bad news for the Seahawks. Bobby Ingram out 4 to 6 weeks with, I think it was a shoulder issue, and Marcus Tubbs has officially been waived. Now, not a lot of people know who Marcus Tubbs is, but when he was in, like, a majority of the time, like he was in 2005, our run defense was a force to be reckoned with, and that year he also had, I think, 5.5 sacks. So he was a great force when healthy, but in '06 he got hurt, in '07 he got hurt, and I guess he's just not back to where he needs to be because we pretty much cut him. We waived him, and if he passes waivers, maybe we can put him back on the team as a, I don't know, put him on the injured reserve or the PUP list, but that kind of hurts because he was such a great force in the middle to help us stop the run, and he could get after the passer too. So I hope that works out. It's unfortunate, and I would expect most of you to know who Bobby Ingram is. And while he's not a great receiver, probably not even in the top 25 or 30 receivers in the league, he's reliable. He's solid. He does a lot of things well, and it's gonna suck not having him, even if it's only for 2 or 3 games, which it probably will end up being about 2 games. Um, you're talking about having Nate Burleson as your only veteran receiver right now, and then after that you got guys like Ben Obomanu and Jordan Kent, and that's not the worst thing in the world, especially with all these receivers impressing us in the preseason. There are quite a few of them: Joe Falani, Michael Bumpus, like I said, Jordan Kent. But losing Ingram hurts. But enough about that. We'll survive it, I'm sure. Move on. So, last video I made was after our preseason game. So since then, there've been quite a few games. I'm not going to go into all of them because it is just the preseason. But I will comment real quick on the Colts because Mike Hart is a guy I continue to like, and he got some time in against Carolina, and he continues to make plays, and I continue to really like his potential, and hope he can make that squad. And unfortunately, Roy Hall didn't do anything in the second preseason game for the Colts, and he's another guy I want to see do well this year. Other big stories of the preseason week one, Matt Ryan came in and played pretty well, looked a little jittery but came around. I was impressed. I'm still not sold on Matt Ryan entirely. The big preseason game of week one was Dallas and San Diego, and Dallas, the starters looked great. I think San Diego looked really off balance offensively. Dallas, the defense made some nice plays. The offense pretty much executed perfectly. Not much else you can say about that. Of course, then the backups came in and things really fell off. It makes you think, should Dallas go out and acquire a guy like Chris Sims? And I think they should try their best to do that. Sims obviously wants nothing to do with Tampa. But all around, I was pretty impressed with both teams. I think San Diego looked shaky at first, but they came around, and I think Jacob Hester is a guy that I really am starting to like. Hope he works out in the NFL and gets his touches because I like him, and I think he's going to be an NFL player. I don't know if he's a fullback or a halfback right now. I know San Diego recently lost Lorenzo Neal and Michael Turner, so they have positions to fill at both those spots. But you do have Darren Sproles at running back, so we'll see what happens there. But I hope things work out there. Monday night you had the big game of the Bengals and Packers. First look at Aaron Rodgers, and he did well. I do feel that there were some drops and boneheaded plays by players around him that caused his numbers to look worse than they should have been. He did miss on that one deep throw to James Jones, but he made some nice plays. Throws the ball too hard, but I liked what I saw out of Aaron. And, it's just preseason week 1. I'm not going to base anything on that, but it was impressive. It was impressive. I gotta say, watching that Bengals offense in the first quarter was really rough because I know they have so much talent on that team, and I know that they got issues here and there, but just really struggling. Just can't get it quite together. Passes that are just a little bit off, drops. Obviously, T.J. Hushmanzada was not out there, but still, I think they're better than that, and I really don't know what's going to happen there. I just don't see much from that team right now, but they did manage to get on track and eventually win the game. They continue to be the defense that I expect them to be. That is, a lot of people think their defense is just flat out awful, but I think they're actually decent when it comes to rushing the passer and forcing turnovers. They just can't consistently stop anybody. And I think they're still that defense. They still can't tackle. And, well, there's a major problem right there. And then we move into this week. Steelers-Bills. I didn't get to watch the game. A little disconcerting for the Steelers maybe defensively. They struggled a lot. They couldn't cover anyone. They let up quite a few points. The special team touchdown by Leotis McKelvin. A little disconcerting, but it is preseason. And, the offensive line woes, but we already knew about that, so whatever, right? So I didn't get a chance to watch that game. I am watching the Eagles and Panthers rain delay. It's at halftime right now, and I have to say, I'm not overwhelmed by either of these teams right now. I look at Carolina; they got the one touchdown off the really cool special team play. Actually, if you get a chance to see that, please do, because it was a fake field goal, interception, return for a touchdown, basically, and kind of funny. I mean, really good play by Richard Marshall, but you can't count on plays like that. I mean, Carolina, offensively, I just don't see it, but of course they don't have Steve Smith. Things are going to be different. And, I'm not really impressed with Philly, and Philly's a team I do expect good things from this year. So, McNabb wasn't quite on the mark. Curtis was dropping passes. I think Reggie Brown got hurt, and that's a potentially big blow. They had a hard time running the ball, even though I know Sean Andrews, I don't believe, is in camp yet anyway. Just in general, and I don't trust Akers right now so much. Just all around, not totally liking what I see from Philly offensively or Carolina offensively, but it is preseason. Hopefully, looks like the third quarter just started, so hopefully things will pick up there, because they are a team I expect to do well, and I don't know, I just didn't feel that first half very much. But, moving on. Step away from football for a minute, since that's all the preseason action as of now. I'll get back as more comes. But Olympics are going on right now. I am watching every day. I try and keep an eye on the all the events going on. I like the Olympics. Only comes around once every 4 years, and the best in the world get together. Can't wait to watch the Redeem team go at it again. But rooting for Michael Phelps to get that record. This is just cool stuff, because this isn't like football or baseball or basketball where it happens every year. This is once every 4 years, and you're talking about athletes that only get 2, 3, 4 chances in their lifetime to go to the Olympics and compete. So, hope you guys are watching and enjoying it, and step away from sports entirely for a second. Since I do like to follow the box office and the numbers that it produces, The Dark Knight, currently in third place, about 9 million behind Star Wars. It should pass Star Wars this Friday or Saturday, so go see it, go help it out. If you've already saw it, go see it again. And this weekend, it's already won 4 weekends in a row. This weekend it goes up against like the Clone Wars, which it probably won't be. Okay, I'm coming. Yep, Phelps races in a minute, so I gotta get out of here, but it goes up against the Clone Wars, which it probably will not beat, so it won't win 5 weekends in a row, but let's try. I'm seeing it again next week. So get out there, check it out. Great movie. I'm not going to review it right here, but it's a great movie. Go check it out. So I'm going to go watch the race. See you later.